Flosstube, welcome to my channel Little Lion Stitchery. I'm Stephanie. Let's talk about stitching. So first off we have, I showed this last week and I haven't had any time to ship it yet. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that because of everything that's going on, but I have an FFO. Ignore the glass, ignore all the garbage. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way it came out. I think it came out super cute. So on the backing we have some flannel fabric. And the way I constructed this is, I should have filmed it honestly, but nobody uses film. You know what I mean. I should have recorded it. Sorry, it's a little dusty too. I don't know, does anyone have like this thing where certain rooms or certain spots in your house collect a lot of dust? I don't know. So the way that I did this was that I took my fabric and I not hot glued. I took some spray glue, and I just, because this isn't a very thick frame, I mean it is a shadow box kind of frame, but you know, the part where you actually put the backing stuff is only, you know, so big. So I decided to just put the fabric directly onto the backing board, so the back doesn't look that nice. I mean, kind of, whatever, it's barely noticeable. So this part I hot glued after, so I sprayed the backing board, the front of the backing board, and once it was, it dried a little bit and then it was a little tacky, and I put the flannel fabric on it and, you know, made sure it pretty much like lined up and everything. And then I cut, so I put I don't cut the fabric and then put it on the board. I put the board on the fabric and then cut half an inch out. Half an inch? Quarter of an inch? Do whatever you think is right. I think it was like, it might have been a quarter of an inch. No, I think it was a half an inch. I'm not sure. One of those, quarter or half an inch. So I cut that off. And then I had to reposition it a little bit so you can see so like it's over here, it's a little thinner. So I had to reposition it just because it wasn't straight, and I'm a perfectionist and I like things to look nice. So, and also Michael is a perfectionist and won't let me get away with it not looking perfect. Okay, so like I said, put that on the backing board and then hot glued it on the, folded over, cut it, folded it over, hot glued it on the back, and then I pretty much did the same thing for the cross stitch. So the cross stitch I actually put on sticky board, so, but the process was still the same. I still, you know, cut half an inch around and then stuck it to a 5x7 sticky board, and then folded over the corners, and yeah, I'm really happy. It came out super cute. I'm very excited to give that to them. What else? Sorry, there's like hair all over me. So that was pretty much my process for that. Ugh, super pleased. And it's gonna look so cute with the outfits that I got in. And then, so that was my only FFO, or finished object in general. My only finished piece. So whips, I have this that I'm still working on. And we're getting there. Most of the pink, so there's like several different colors. Let's try and, so right here there's like a dark purple. So there's black, dark purple, like a darker pink, and then this medium pink here. I think that's kind of what I'm working on now is the medium pink. Yeah, we just have the dark pinks all in here still. So working on that, but slowly but surely. And then in these little spaces here are a light medium pink and then the lightest pink. So I just have those too much color. Sorry, I don't know if you heard Mike in the background. He's playing video games, so he might get a little excited. Anyway, so yeah, so that's coming along, and that's pretty close. So I'm just filling in these colors so that I can move my Q-snap, and then I can finish, you know, her broomsticks over here somewhere, and I could just finish little bits, and then she still has a little bit more of a trailing dress on this side. But that's pretty close to being done. I'm very excited. I'm still not crazy about the pink. And I know you can't really tell on the camera. You can move it back here a little bit. But this fabric is like, I think I used a little bit of charcoal. I should have also measured, but I used a little bit of charcoal and I used teal because I wanted it to be like a blue-green, but like muted and like moody looking. I could have made the fabric a little darker, I think. It's like too light, and also I think I would have preferred to make her dress instead of the pink, which is the called for colors that I used. Different shades of like teal or blue-green, like the, was it 3808, you know, that little series there, I think would have been really nice for her dress. I might end up doing another one. I might. I don't know, but I'm really happy with the way this is coming out, and I can't wait for it to be finished. But eventually I'll probably do, eventually I'll probably do another one. I mean, it's okay in pink. I'm just not a pink person. Anyway, so yeah. So this is, so sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. This pattern is Dino-mite by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And obviously I changed the pattern up a little bit. So it's to say your, where the clouds are, and then Dino-mite where the name is. And obviously I switched those out to make it for the baby. Sorry if you heard this all in my last video, but for anyone new, I figured I'd catch you up. Okay, and this is Eva by Nora Corbett. It's part of the Bewitching Pixies collection. Yeah. Having a lot of fun with that. I wish, I'm also looking for more patterns. So this one didn't have a lot of beads, and it didn't have any metallics or anything, because if you don't know, I'm not stitching the beads. I'm just going to put stitches where the beads would be. But I really wish there were more patterns, and I could always like change it out, obviously, but I wish there were more patterns that were just floss. Because I don't know, after Gypsy Queen, I don't know if I'm, like, the patterns are beautiful, but I don't know that I want to spend that much time and effort on a piece again. I don't know. I just like using the floss. I like ironing. I just like simplicity, I guess. And I know you can iron with the beads on. It's just, I don't know, something about just the cross-stitching part of it that I like. Okay, so a little bit, so this is Peacock and Fig. This is No Words Needed. No Words Needed by Peacock and Fig. And I'm cross-stitching it for my coworker because her birthday passed, and I'll eventually get this to her at some point. But, so, because a lot of stores weren't selling floss, I ordered some floss online. So we'll get into haul in a minute. But, so, this color I had of DMC, this color I had of DMC. These colors are the floss that I ordered from Amazon, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute because I was very curious how they compared, and now that I've stitched with them a little bit, I think I have a pretty decent comparison. I mean, although I haven't like washed this or done anything with that. Let's get a closer up look. So that's the floss I got in the pack, and the black DMC too, but let's move that. Ugh, and I love my cute little needle minder. Isn't it so cute? It's a little constellation kitty there. Alright, where are we here? So those are my stitches with the DMC. Sorry, it's a little shaky. Those are the other stitches. And that's also DMC. I'm just trying to get a fair comparison. I don't think my stitches really look that different. I don't think they really look that different, but I do notice a difference when I'm stitching. So I'm a thread licker. I don't know if anyone else, I'm sure a lot of you are also thread lickers.
Ew.
Shush. Mike's like, ew. So, you know, when you're trying to thread your needle here, I always lick the tips of the floss. So this floss is not, because the DMC is cotton, and I'm pretty sure this is a cotton and, what do they use? Polyester, a cotton polyester blend. It won't like stick together when you lick it, so it's harder to thread your needle. If that's the way you do it, which that's the way I do it. It's not impossible, but like I said, it's harder. And I haven't compared a lot of, I mean, I do have the same colors, but I haven't compared them. And then, I don't know if you could tell, but this pink, come on, this pink is supposed to be one shade, and I know the video, you know, it's hard to see the fabrics because it is, like, this is white fabric and it looks gray. But this pink up here is supposed to be one shade darker than the ones down here. And in person, I think on camera you could tell a little bit more, but in person you can't really tell. So I think I'm going to change that up, because I'm changing the colors from the called for colors. So the called for colors are like yellows and pinks, and it's really bright and pretty. For this, I'm making it, my friend's favorite color is blush, so I'm making them a light pink, and I don't know, just really pretty looking. Yeah, so I'm probably going to change that pink out for a different pink, but I don't want them to come out too dark, if that makes sense. So I ordered, because at first my Michaels wasn't doing the curbside pickup, and I like to get my floss, or at least my DMC, from Michaels, because I usually do the 40% off online, pick up in store sort of thing, but they're also not doing the 40% off. I did see a 30% off, but like I said, at that time, they weren't doing the curbside pickup, so I was kind of SOL in that regard. So this is how I'm organizing this. Not the best system, but this is groups 11 through 20. I know that one's kind of a mess. My other one looks a little bit neater. So I ordered the 447, and I know there's more DMC than that currently, but that was like, I think, the highest for the packs online, and I was just tired of not having colors in my stash. So actually, before I get into my haul, I forgot. So this pattern isn't on the Peacock and Fig website. It's only through the XStitch magazine. It's issue 10. It's called Mixtape Volume 2. So, and right now they're having, so this is like a past haul that I forgot to mention that I did, because it's digital and I always forget to include my digital patterns in haul. So they're doing 50% off on their digital patterns. So if you want to do that, I think the title of this might be the code. So if you, or I don't know, I'm going to put it somewhere. But if you go to their website, you can get 50% off on their digital patterns. I'm pretty sure it's still going on. It's, the code is MYCORONA, because of the whole coronavirus thing, obviously. And they always pick like a music theme on all their pages. Like each cross stitch is represented by a song, so makes sense to me. So yeah, issue 10, Mixtape Volume 2. And I love it. I think it's fitting. So anyway, back to my haul. So floss. So the licking, I'm pretty sure it's a polyester blend, so you might want to be careful if you do iron your pieces, just because, you know, I haven't tested that yet. It might melt. So also, if you watch my previous video, you'll know that now Michaels is carrying DMC. So I might switch them out for the actual DMC. I don't know. Like I said, they're not doing the 40% off on everything, so we'll see if I actually follow through with that. But I just wanted every color, just because, like, obviously, who doesn't want every color? But, you know, when I'm not working on something that's going to take a lot of time and effort. If I want to do a quick stitch for somebody that I don't care about with what kind of floss it is, I don't know. Like, I tried really hard. If you watch the one with my Squirtle evolution, there was one color, and it was in that, I think it was a 12 color pack that's only available in the 12 color pack, and my Michaels here didn't carry it, so I had to go to different Michaels. And, you know, hunting down particular colors of floss can be, it's a thing. I don't know. I was that way when I crocheted too, with like yarn. I have every color of yarn. So yeah, so that's the one box. That's 11 through 20. And then this box is a little bit more organized. I think it's all dusty. We haven't vacuumed in a while too, and you know, Link's hair is just craziness because he's, you know, got medium hair. So his hair gets everywhere. It's getting a little disgusting in here. We need a vacuum. Alright, anyway. So this is a little bit neater, obviously. So the pinks all the way through the greens. So this is, well, the reds all the way through the greens. So this is 1 through 10. Sorry. Groups 1 through 10. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. So yeah, this is groups 1 through 10. It makes a little bit more sense and it's easier to find colors. So out of the 447, I think was missing 4 colors. I think 3 or 4 colors. And I got some duplicates. I got 2 blacks, which was good, and I think I got 2 B5200s or I got 2 whites, which is never a bad thing. But I figure even if I don't use all this floss for cross stitch, one day, hopefully when I have a child, it'll be a girl and she will want to make bracelets. And then she'll have all the colors she needs. So, I don't know. But I don't mind using these for smaller pieces, things that I'm going to give away, especially if I don't know if the person really cares that much. You know what I mean? I don't know. I always, like I said, I rarely cross-stitch things for myself, and I always cross-stitch things for other people. But sometimes I just don't know. I used to do that when I was a kid, too. If anyone's artistic, I used to draw pictures for people. I don't know. That was just my way of saying, we're friends now. Yeah. So they you know, cross-stitch pretty well. Like I said, I still like using DMC. When I read the reviews, some people were like, I like using these more than DMC. I mean, they're cheaper, obviously. I got, you know, the 447 colors for, I think it was like 30 bucks. So, you know, cheaper alternatives. But I still like the DMC, personally. I don't know. And then I'm not sure which color I'm going to swap out. Maybe this one. Oh yeah, maybe that one. Or is that one too close to a different color? I don't know. We'll see. I haven't compared them side by side. I can do that. I mean, I'm not going to get up right now. But I certainly have some of these colors. And from what I see, and what I saw from the reviews online, like, the colors are very similar. Some of them aren't. But for the most part, the colors are similar. And if you're not mixing them together, like I said, these cheaper flosses can be a great alternative if you're trying to save some money. Just my 2 cents. Okay. That's it for floss. And that's it for haul, I think. Did I get any more haul? I don't believe so. I did get frames. Oh, so I bought the frames and they arrived last Sunday, so I, you know, finished that cross stitch. But other than that, I haven't been... Oh, so Passover was a thing, so I'm probably going to get some haul from Passover. So we celebrate both Passover and Easter, so happy Easter to everyone, because today is Easter. And we're supposed to be playing games with my family later. And then Passover was the same thing. We did, we only did one night of Seder. Usually we do 2 nights of Seder. And we did it through video chat. And it's always the same thing. both Mike's parents like screaming at each other, trying to figure out what to do. Even though everyone does it year after year, and still, it's always funny. So yeah, that was pretty easy peasy. Pretty easy peasy Passover, and then like I said, today, supposed to be playing some, you know, virtual games with my family. That's about it, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I always do this. I was thinking about writing down. I really need to write down all the things I want to mention and talk about, because I always forget to mention something. I think that's it. So I will see everyone next week, and you know, stitch on, I guess, because, well, be safe and stitch on. Those are two different things that I'm trying to combine, the keep calm and stitch on thing. Anyway, but have a great holiday, and I'll see you next week. Bye.